lava e whawhelo ai atu I le toi whapoponga le neo tato polkalame mai le ala manui o tangata ta wha mai mua mai o le kuka o tau mawha tofo lele I Samoa la lele. Ina ne I tu o solo ia o pai pai le pe o tala ia sina mal ta afi nani tama. A wai whainga tā lau whafofonga tapua I Samoa. Mātou te le so sola pe o whaleata, pe mou pe o a ana. Mai le minista, pule sili, malpu lenga o tangata tā whao mai moa mai. Mātou te whawhetai ai pa anga uma ai mai se lato sa lango wina wha moe moe o le pulenga o tangata tā whao mai moa mai. Talofa lava and welcome to the final episode of Kuka, Tastes of Beautiful Samoa. We conclude our journey here on the big island of Savaii in the village of Lalomalava. We're visiting with the Savaii Hotel, a long-standing establishment and proud winner of the TripAdvisor Excellence Awards. Savaii Hotel offers standard accommodation while serving up local, authentic, traditional cuisine with a contemporary flavor. But before we visit the hotel, we're here at Amatanga Farms, one of the farms that supports the hotel. The owners of Savaii Hotel are strong advocates of the farm-to-table initiative and in supporting local produce and local business owners. So we'll get to talk soon with the owner about how the farms that they have and the supplies that they have support their business here in Savaii. We'll also have the Chief Executive Officer of the Samoa Tourism Authority, Whaamatuainu Lenatai Suifua, talking to us about the added value and influence that food and local cuisine has on our health sector, our agriculture sector and our tourism sector, as well as the challenges and opportunities that the tourism industry is facing at this moment.
Yo aki ngai ro ko si sila mengi yo le aki ngai povi male lafu mamoi ya biong sila fio ka ko ngi sa mo masangi yo faingi me ngo fa blavi ai ya ai weili si vai ngau fainga ko kilo ye mo ngi aki ngai lo kala mele le industry kuris ya pero le si le ma ke kele o mo mia ya me fai ya me ka ma fa wa ya ma lo fai mai ya nga fa kai la nga fa si ya mangi ma mo ma povi ma fa kai ave fa kan ma lo fa pe se la ko demand mo ngi me but ya ma ko find out aku ke le ale demand ya alwa ya fa solo foi fale ainga lo poluma mangi vai Savaii ke le ale demand mo ngi me ya ole aki nga ela lengi loi ole fasio mangungi ma makipi mangkapenga wale lenga se ngo o me ka mafa malo fai mai ma o lo ngo foi ngai fa kan malo ma ai fale ai nga lo ka ko kilo ye pia
Yo le nei tu la o mawhaatasi ma le pule sili o le ala manui o tangata tā wha mai mua mai. Le sunga ia Whaamatuainu Lenatai Suifua. It's a pleasure to bring on our show a partner of the Australia Pacific Training Coalition, Chief Executive Officer of the Samoa Tourism Authority, Whaamatuainu. Ma lo Suifua whionga Whaamatuainu.
Ya, talofo Sherry, ya ma lo Suifua whionga pena. Te ia le tātou pokala me o pena whaangasuru. Tai o manuia.
Sa isau noa ia I ngaluenga whaatino al pulenga o wala manui o tangata whao mai mua mai, ai maisen pai tau nei o lui tau o whea ngai malatinu.
Paftai Sherry, tau o te rewhisili o no le tūlanga fo I lo le pangatia lo whapene le tama aingo sia tātou watunu. Ia e mese fo I le vaenga fo I lo whapene petu sili na awhi o tūlanga tau tuisi. O no le tātou watina I pia whamoe fo ia tātou maro o sesi mai whafo e le ngata fo I bea ia. O paralangi ia e mese fo ia tamu maro whanau sa moro whapene malanga mai fo ia sesi mai. O le taimi nei ia, e le tau whamataraina le tūlanga na awhi, le tūlanga o o tātou whatan mālo, ia me se fo ia nisi fo i o whare ainga i o tātou car rentals i ua te lere tūlanga pēwha atu sango tuana. I lea whianga lo whapeo na iai, ar te minei ia i leo whapeo o vai whātua fo le tātou ofisa, ia whianga le minsta na ngata fo i lere komiti whātou. Ma tātou pūranga, i whainga pāanga fo i mara IPTC, ia ma disi fo tātou training providers. Na ia tam whai pē tūlei, ia ma wha la wiloa tātou business i lo whapeo na i tōna so tātou atunu. Ia tai pēra tātou pōkalame, o tātou pōkalame, ia wha la wiloa i Kuka Samoa, ia o le pōkalame, ia whapeo na whainga luenga ia tātou wāinga lo whapeo ngāsia me tau mawha, ia le ngata fo leo wharitari māru, wha la wiloa, ia me se fo i le farm to table, ina ia tātou suppliers, ia po ina tātou lo whapeo na whaia, ia maumanga, ia whaila fumana. Ia pēn whala wiloa, ia mawha minoi pēr, mawha alua tātou business. Ia nisi o vāinga lo whapeo na whangaso le teme nei, ina ia tam whai pē ia o le teme tu talama ia tātou borders, ia po tātou malai vāli le. Ia lo whapeo na tāpenga le tātou industry. Ina ia whapeo na whala wiloa, ia ma tāpena pena wari toi tarainga o tātou vāinga ia, a teme nei o ngā luenga ia lo whapeo tam whai fwoi le ia.
So tell me about, given this challenging time, what's the Samoa Tourism Authority's approach to helping our local businesses manage and our industry manage?
When we actually talk about tourism, some believe that tourism is just the hotels and some of the direct hospitality, but tourism is actually a vast industry. It actually covers not only the food sellers, the stores, the hotels, the car rentals, everyone is actually, one way or another, they actually have a part in tourism. So in the meantime, now we have limitations, restriction on the border. So now we're actually focusing on the domestic market. So this is a really good opportunity for us, to actually promote Samoa internally, and then let our own citizens, our own stakeholders actually see what the tourism has to offer, and let them experience and taste what the tourism industry has been preparing for how many years in terms of the hospitality, the cooking, everything we can offer. It's a good way in terms of not only sustaining the businesses, but it's one way of keeping the operators heads above water in terms of the current financial situations.
Now the Kuka show that we're on right now is a concept that was developed to support the tourism industry. What were you hoping to achieve with this concept?
During 2 months ago, we've actually done the research, and we've actually been informed that a lot of chefs, the in-house chefs, the hotel chefs that's been laid off, and some of the main restaurants that actually cater for the tourists has been laid off. So we have to come up with a way to actually let them involved and be, as well, be involved and actually work so that the momentum's still there. We're hoping that once the borders are actually open, in terms of the human resources as well as their preparation are still to the level that we expected. So throughout the last 2 months, the minister as well as the board of directors and management and the team as well as our training task force actually put together a program that we can actually re-employ our chefs, but at the same time promote the businesses as well as utilizing our own what the local farmers are actually doing. So it's actually limiting the importation of stuff that we can actually get from locally. So at the moment, it's a really good program in terms of encouraging our own local suppliers as well as the operators in Samoa.
Well, I'm very grateful as the host of this show to have been given the opportunity to support the Samoa Tourism Authority. It has indeed been an enlightening and insightful experience, and it's amazing the local talent that we do have in Samoa, and I applaud and commend the STA for highlighting and showcasing those talents, highlighting the industry, the training that can be made possible during this time, but also in supporting our farmers. What's really consistent in all our episode is that sense of community and resilience and support that each of the businesses are providing each other. So thank you again for the opportunity.
Thank you,
and again, we're here at Savaii Hotel in Lalamalava, Savaii, and we're going to head over to the kitchen to see what they have in store for us. So will you join me? All right, let's go. Wala o mawhaatasi maleli Kuka malpulesilio o mautatan malo o le Savaii Hotel I Lalamalava, Savaii. Malo soifua la sunga ia vai lua fa poi kidlo.
Malo soifua la sunga le hosto tatu po kala meni. Ia fa malo foi fa fonga mai Samoa. Ia poi da mai moina ni po kala.
Yep.
Welcome to Savaii.
Oh,
or the Savaiian Hotel.
It's wonderful. I haven't been to Savaii Hotel in years, so it's such a pleasure to be here and to tour the farms.
Yeah,
and I'm really looking forward to what you have in store for me. But can you give me a little bit of background and history about how you started, and then where you're at now? Your emphasis on the farm to table concept, as well as your huge advocacy support for local businesses and suppliers.
Well, I guess if I were gonna go back to when we started the hotel, I have to mention my parents. Because they set Savaii Hotel up in 1991 is when they started building, and by 93 we opened. A little bit of delay because of the cyclone we had in 91. They started it in 93. We were around, the kids, myself and my siblings. So we've always been around the business. We've always been around the hotel. Started off in housekeeping.
Oh,
done a few beds up myself.
So you pick up the skills as well as part of the family business.
Yeah. And then we also helped in the kitchen, and I think that's where I picked up this interest in
Cooking.
Cooking, yeah. So I wouldn't call myself a chef per se, but I love to cook. I love food.
I think that's one of the key requirements for being a good chef anyways, is the initial love to cook and love of food.
Food, yeah. And then there's the interest in creating stuff from nothing, I guess. And the pride you get in
your creation, putting it together?
Putting it together and making a success. We have a farm ourselves that's run by my younger brother, Alexander. We get a lot of our meat from them.
I was fortunate to visit it this morning. It's quite impressive.
Yeah, and that's where we got our mamoi from.
How long have you had that farm?
Oh, since my grandfather.
Okay, so it's another family legacy that you carry on.
Yeah, and we're very proud to be the ones that are carrying it through these days. A lot of the stuff that we can get locally is we use. It's stuff like chicken, a lot of like the steak, the fish, the pork. A lot of the herbs that we use are all either we grow them or we get them from our suppliers. Lata Plantation is one of the major suppliers of our vegetables, the lettuces and herbs.
Yeah.
Our locals around here on the side of the road, our stores on the sides of the roads. Meat, we get a lot of it from Malisana and people around the village. I have a small chicken farm myself, so
you're adding to the family. You're adding to the family legacy.
Upselling. But yeah, there are a lot of the stuff. I'm very into, and SDA would know. I've done a lot of involved in a lot of programs that push this farm to table, or at least using local stuff. There's a lot of the herbs that we never used to have. A lot of us never heard of, can be grown locally now. So
there's still a lot of potential.
And we're heading towards that way now. See, local farmers now grow the stuff through the requests from the hotels. So I'm not the only one that does that here.
So there's a really good working relationship by the sounds of it.
In Savaii, we
demand and supply is working well.
Yep, we're very close with our as hoteliers and as with the farmers. Have the Savaii connection.
Savaii connection.
Yep, you can't find it anywhere else.
Okay.
Only in Savaii.
Only in Savaii. All right, and in Savaii, what do you have in store for me in the kitchen? Okay. What are you creating?
So what we've got here is langa mamoi that we've deboned to in line with the local I guess cuisine in a way. I've decided to kao it in o ngā umu out here.
the idea is almost similar to a umu, but it's a lot easier and a lot easier to control because it's on off.
So it's a variation of kakaumu.
Kind of.
Kind
and
of.
it's a technique that you're able to smoke the food at the same time
so you
as
get
well.
that flavor.
So it's
Okay.
smoked and gao at the same time.
All right, I'm looking forward to this. You ready to show me?
So, yeah, of course.
All right.
Yeah. On later how nga what were you guys ko ile farm. Ya sana. Kau sanga mambo may face ko presentation dito.
Ya mangwe kakasang.
Yang manguya. Yang mere le mambo sile. Engat kau sanga ya sa. Ole alang ole mambo. Wa de selon puna I ya. Sel puna I go di bong fo de. Ya nga wala ngay herbs ma ne fa manong ya ai kau wala kia la si ma wala manong yo le asu e fa pe le ka u fa pe smoke smoke le
Smoky flavor in your lamb. Yeah.
yo I've got the mamoi ya ma me se ya herbs ma
Wala ka herbs
spices
na
ale
pa.
e me le paprika ya fa nga ko le marsuka I've got the oyster sauce
Chili.
chili.
Sweet chili.
Yeah. Fai le rub mo le mamoy. Yo, mo rola nga fai le rub. We're ready. Makarola ile la u kama u vengi le nga fai ngi ka ya. E fai mo milking apa. Mo me apa ho yo fa de nga me ele yese kai me fai yese me mo pu but o le me po fe me ko ki manga o ke ko fai le ku ka le pengo ma.
It's mobile.
E fai yo. Yo ngai apa ya ma piliki le fai ka ko ving. But e fa ngale ole malala. Ele fa asa ki ni malala. Ai ka le buan malala ke mga o yebin malala. Nga ba ay ole pungi uma yaw ni sao le. Ya ke mga pen malala nga sulo na ya le.
Okay.
Asa ni asu. So ko work ala le o Spencer magfenga benga ile Kuka sa hotel. Wa masalo po fakaw sang ka makupa. Ele se ora ku ai o ngai pawan me e ku fa ka singa rap lola ia le ia mawa uma ile king ole mamo le flavor le ya ole paprika le mga yo le se me ai e mo flavors foi le inga fainga e fo so angi si flavor enhancing le si flavor ke ro la boy le masimo ngo lo le suka pe stand out le masimo ngo la boy le suka so oyster sauce ya masinga me le fa feure ki ai ole sweet chili Fai ngofia na rin. Le la aku ole tule ai kese fai ngofia nga liu. Fai ngofia nga liu le. Ole le. Mang mo ngwa. Ya, va bia. Dia power me ia mau le lau mamo mo. Ya dong kau ngalakan mamo. Mau main mamo fai uma ya ingredients se ya onam fai ka pengalola ia le ku kong le ngau. Ka ko si le so foringa le ngau Nga singa piliki fa mo nga men me ongi ka kian le mamuai ai le I ke le manga o mumu ke le malala nga le nga fia mumu nga ku do la ile lunga kan le ku me kan ai ke le manga o ka la di ya ku lo lo ma moi so ke manga ola afa pe le nga cover le masalo afa ikula nga sao le di diu ko ikula lo le spiko di diu le me sure le masih eo sau kung mana dia piliki dia dia ada ku ya ku lo singa fai kula a sau le sia e fua le ke le lo ma moi au kai mi le fai le kuka fai mai sau sia ki le kingo lo apa po ai kango kung kwa mu wa lo gima ngo la wo over as mu lo ma moi po lo po la le ku kai kung phải mà sau căng am phải nghe căng ấy alai ya no inga la sik au fu ni mani kit ya ka kwa kan do si ke mi velai le la wo ma e ka ku ma mo le wo ka ku le wo kau polisi la men ma fu fai ni phải nga ka sa man ma wo ma sa nga ka ku ai man le an wa so stella le fai o saka ulu por le ima na ke me le ulu e balu le ulu e fai ima le ka ku hash e fai le ulu hash ya ale o le su ki ki o le ku e kung ai ngai i se foi herbs ma me ngai ya ko si la mai o le lau pele la ya lau pele la mai pal pa kasi mali ulu le uma nga balu i ya cilantro o le si men fainga suya ngai cilantro pa e o le coriander o le singa ne ma ngai lang mangungi ya pe ko kasine ya meio le yangi siu garlic ya male spring onion so that's ya ko ngelo singa fa mo bole di palu ngai fainga nga ho le hash mo lo le falai o lo pele nga saka mo mai ya le se le bole le pe ka ulva valley ya mai com a little bit of the cilantro and great
oh yeah so
that's garlic
garlic
there ya ular si de fa ngali to ni la ka ko dressing ale
okay
ada mamui ya mo lo dia pan boleh fatas kaya mertua mua thế ngắm mấy mà ayo mengi jadi kau ka full sai kau fi salo jadi aku le ulu le fa ngai ya le ulu mau me ai se mau me fa foi ta tu ka ko ulu ya le fa foi ka ku al ma fu anga le nga fa fa pe kau su yang ai ya mangungi ya le e ku ai
ya yangi male cilantro
ia kau fainga kira ngai le tale ai kuris ya ka ko masang yang saka fa pepe ulu ya ya mera kau fai si me ngai yang fai nga service ai le pele tale atuisi.
So these are all the herbs that you were talking about that are supplied locally in Savaii through the Savaii connection, the businesses, locally grown, organic. Okay.
Your finger la ya la fai expensa le fala ingo ka ko hash o le ulu hese le ina ye ka ku mamoi lo kau And five nga farai with oil or kuai le preference ka ngata para
ele mia
ele mga mia ka fai ya soifua marolo inga ia ka ku me ai e kere foi e kere o malo nenga la ke masang ne ya ka ku me ai fala ya ku le ia fala ya ku ya fai nga fai ne without the ngao e vela ya la ia ole sila kukara ole si mele ole salaki e fengo fia o lau salaki nga mai o fai le kuka Spencer o fai le o letters ye o mau yaso ni fenga mo o letters a pe me ye mau mai fafo so o letters ya o lau fa ka wai ngi o malama foi la ya kele o maku farmers ngi banga ya producing ame lau la ko malama ta o le fai le consistent o le supply ma ia fai ya saule me le ke mga oi e mau le quality le mai fa this is grown ngi ai Savaii lata plantation le sa o supply le o kamako le mo urunga wala le fa nga I le mene Paula mele la fai nga ia enhance le lau le salad so it's a tossed salad o fai nga la o fai nga mele le dressing le dressing salad fa nga ile vinegar it's a vinegar
it's dressing vinegar dressing yeah so is it balsamic vinegar I found apples
no
a different kind
you can use balsamic but I've just used
malt vinegar
vinegar le fai nga fienga mau
yeah
sai vinegar ole mele ole kariki nga ia mau singa flavor bunga le ku e kong tablespoon o lau suka sing masima mengi fai ngufia nga mau ngi mau afa pe fai ngufia mau Savaii no mau kinga mau ipo ko ro ma sesame oil kong so ya suka ka kia se rore I se yo kai mi wal lewa o vela mai kaku on fai lola ile so la fai singa plate ki bunga le ile uru hash with your salad on it with
and
the
my
dressing
puro
mo ma moi runga
okay
baku malanga sauce on it yeah
all right go okay so sauce
la fu e merka ku ma moi
butter in the frying pan sauteing the onions
just to saute the onions with
yeah here do you want to do something else and I'll do that
oh you do that
yeah right.
that'll be
See, I can help
a little bit of garlic, a bit of ginger,
what's that is that
a
the
lot
cilantro
of cilantro,
okay
lumacao is the sauce.
Okay. Wow, this looks good. I love cilantro. One of my
It's got that
favorite
nice,
herbs.
aroma to it,
Yeah, my son can't stand it, but I love it. Okay, so we got. So it's sort of similar ingredients lang fanga mo ka rub
Fai ngale rub yo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
male e o foi ai le mele le foi ko le cilantro.
Okay. So you had garlic, onions.
Yeah, fa pung
Ginger.
la ya. Yeah, dela.
Wow. You
Yeah,
take
Kuka
over.
lang a flavor. Yeah, just leave it on there.
Oh, it smells.
Yeah, male ta umaloy lau You don't want to put that in too early because it has a
Burns quickly,
yeah,
or?
yeah, burns quickly. Go. Yo, Chicky.
All right, let's get our...
So ka mamoy de dinga.
yeah, I snuck a little
Iyo,
piece to
tasty
try.
nga.
Beautiful smoky flavor. This is our breadfruit.
So I'd put the
This is our breadfruit hash.
the ulu hash
Yeah.
on there. Bit of
Our salad.
kamako, I guess on the side or whatever, however you want it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kuka dressing then fai. Pero the dressing fa mga ile. Yeah. Kung ka kilo may lola ka. Just put that on there. If I were to present this to Balangi,
Yeah.
yeah, I can go for me come for our lady. Bukan lola ile
All the
ko
colours,
Iyo. Ko lo masau fasi.
Yes.
Kasi si de wai de mawai fafu
So simple, but and their sauce.
So you don't want too much of this because I can
Strong,
tell
yeah?
it's just a little bit.
Right.
You.
Okay. I'd like to welcome our Chief Executive Officer, the Samoa Tourism Authority, partner of the Australia Pacific Training Coalition.
Bon appetit. Bring familia.
Enjoy.
Salamat. Pagka kumamoy, kau ini pas kau smoke.
What do you think?
Malu lele. So from kanga umay nga may taste. Kaya mawang nga mo mamoy nga smoky ala nga kapuy deo. Kain. Pero kamay kaya ako ala ka pislapo ala ka asik ya ako po. Amo kuwa daw lele kulang ng sauce. Nga kapuy deo yo le. Very nice.
Fantastic. Well, I'm going to continue enjoying this off camera, but in the meantime, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank our guest with us on our Kuka show, our CEO of the Samoa Tourism Authority, but not only that, the owner and our guest chef for this episode, thank you so much for taking the time out to create this meal for us.
Any chance to showcase the use of our local produce. Promote it for
I encourage everyone to see what the Savaii connection has for you. You're not going to be disappointed. This is one of many dishes that you can find here in the big island of Savaii. And this particularly beautiful piece of lamb, smoked lamb, can be found at Savaii Hotel. So come and check it out for yourself. Until then, we greatly appreciate our viewers tuning into our episodes. And please take the opportunity to provide us some feedback on our Facebook page. Thank you again. I am Sheree Moana Robinson Moores, Country Director for the Australia Pacific Training Coalition, working in partnership with the Samoa Tourism Authority. So far, so far.
Tonu ia le vi inga mar faftai le tu e ume uma e mo le tu nga ngor faftai ia le ngata foi le ia le tu lango le lango su le tato wa tinai tonu e pe foi na ta wa te musola ia ngata foi le ia imagino tu na le pangatia ia me se foi lu tau fa pena fenga ia ma sia tato industry ia por tato fa tinai ia o po kala me foi sa fa pena fa iloa ia ngata foi le ia ni si fo tam fa ngar tato pulenga ia fa pa anga foi ma ni si fo ia tato wa vai nga fo pulenga tuma oti e me se ni se fa nga pa anga ia le tam fa nga ina ia fa pena fa ola ia ma tapena pena pele tato wa tinai mai avele ne va no fa tava e fa isi le fa tava fa foi ma fonga ta mon mole le fonga le minsta ia le ngata fo ilea o le tato wa port e por komit fa tonu e me se le tato pulenga e moli atu ai ma to nga fa ftai i le langolong sua fo ia le tato wa o fa ia tinai e la tule nei por kala me le ngata fo ilea o le tulango le lava papale ma ono sai ia ono tulango fa fita uli e me se fo fita lo fa pena tato fenga le temlei te tonu manatu ia sausi te mo iluma ia la fa peona to fo i le tato wa tina ala matou mo nga lofa ia lofa ngi le tua le tato fra ia ti ole na tina e tau tanga ta fa mai mo mai e le ngata fo i le o tamu fainga le tato industry ia walu mana fa ftai tere